Here we go. We are live, ready to go ahead and do Unreal Engine instead of Unity, switching over to Unreal Engine because of the limitations with Unity. And the main problem with Unity for me is simply the fact that you use the asset store for everything, and the asset store is great, but it just has a lot of issues where things can get really nickel and dimed very quickly. You can get a lot of assets where they're like $50 and $200. I was talking about this on the stream last night, and it's just, frankly, it's too much. So I've made the decision to switch over to Unreal. I was having some issues. I had to stop the stream early last night, so that way I could go ahead and fix these. I fixed these today, and so I am going to go ahead and play around in here. Basically, I just started off with a starter Unreal Engine 5 third-person level, and so what's really cool is I actually have this going here. You can kind of see. I don't really know how the animations quite work, but yeah, I can see some slowdown here, which is not what I really want, but I think that this will be a better fit in the long run here. I think first things first, like, let's try and get this performance going as well as we can, because I don't want to have any kind of slowdown as I'm trying to build. I don't think that that would be very helpful, very useful. So let's exit out of that. I don't know the very first thing about Unreal, except for basic navigation, and that's just because it's the same as Unity's, which is nice that, you know, it's the same. So, I guess for starters, I kind of want to try to optimize right from the get-go. I don't want to have it. I don't want to have it so that it's not. It's going to have issues with the frames per second and people being able to play, and I just don't want to deal with that. Just started building the game in Unreal Engine 5, and want to be optimized as best as I can get that. Right out gate. Oh man, got a big spider on my desk. I don't want that. Gotta get rid of the spider. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't want any spiders while I'm trying to do a live stream. No, no, no. No spiders. Hold on. Where did you go, buddy? This whole stream just gonna be me fighting a spider. That's the whole stream. It's just me fighting a spider. I don't know where he went. It's like a big spider too, like just like pregnant spider or something. Oh well. If I turn into Spider-Man halfway through the stream, you'll understand why now. It's not. I'm not a big fan of the spider. Gotta get rid of that thing if I see it again. Well, it'll crawl on my hand and bite me, and then I'll turn into Spider-Man. Yeah, I hate spiders too. is. There she is. Oh, no, 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 no. It's quick. It really is trying to hide from me. Man, I don't know where it's at, but it's gonna give me a run for my money on this stream, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, it'll be more entertaining. You know, we got a guy who's just like got a big old spider on his desk somewhere, and so I don't know where it's going to, and try to not get bit by it as I'm trying to learn. Let's see. Project settings. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do that later. Shader permutation reduction. Now he just going away. All right. Okay. I literally was just talking about how assets and everything, you know, you go ahead and buy an asset on Unity, and so it's like you kind of have the same thing on Unreal. It just depends on what you want, and I don't really want to be doing that, so it's gonna take me a while to get this right. You know, I fully admit that. I know I'm in over my head. I know I've kind of went in on the deep end here with this, and I'm doing this different than most folks would. So, you know, that's to be expected. I totally understand what I've kind of put myself in. Be curious how to do that. Hmm. So basically, what I'm researching right now is I'm looking up. You know, there's different ways that you can move your character around. One of them is called ALS. Another is called GASP, Game Animation Sample Project. And so it's a way to move the character around, and so that's where I'm gonna try to. Okay, all right. Option B, start fresh. Open GASP directly as your project. Okay. Fab.com. And Game Animation Sample Project. I guess this is what I want. Okay. Add to my library. Guess I have to sign in. almost had him. I almost had that spider. He went on the floor, and now I don't know where he's at. It's crazy to think that tomorrow will be 1 week since I started this. You know, I mean, technically, today I think is 1 week because I take Sundays off. So it's fascinating. Okay, so now I guess I come out of here, a new project, and then drop down first person, third person. Blank. Clean empty project. I mean, this is what I'm doing right now, right? But I want to do viewer on top of it. Epic launcher. Okay. I'll exit that. Yeah, just give me a second here. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out how I actually do a launcher. Great project. Yeah, okay. And then we'll call it okay. Create. Just gonna take a minute here. I feel like I'm gonna have to get my foundations on this and like really understand, you know, because like anything else, like art related, like, you know, before you can do anything, you have to understand the foundation. And so I'll probably have to go ahead and start somewhere here with something like this, Unreal Engine for new users, first hour, and Unreal Engine interface, and go from there. But so it's got about 5 minutes remaining. Yeah, I mean, could open that back up, but I don't really want to. I kind of want to play. I want to get the animation side of it done correctly. Game animation sample project. The project showcases. I guess I'll just try to like show what I'm seeing here. So that way y'all can understand what it is I'm looking at. So this project showcases fully functional animation systems that are commonly needed in games. It's built using current best practices and can be used for learning or to help kickstart your own creations. Third-person capsule-driven locomotion powered by motion matching with walk, run, jump, and fall states. Simple traversal system. New tools, techniques, and animations in future UE5 releases. So it's nice because it has all the animation kind of already built in, but we'll see what it's like. See if it's worth it or not. Take a look at the reviews. Bugs at first use. Throw all the UE standards out the window and making a sample. Like, why are you using a different skeleton? Why not just stick with the standard UE Manny skeleton? An education for us. Don't expect to learn anything. Default character movement and implement your own logic where needed. Over-engineered for most projects. It's also impossible to migrate your own project inside its own folder. Interesting. So a lot of negative reviews. Let's see. Helpful. Probably not going to be worth it in the end, huh? I guess only one way to find out is to actually try it out and see. But there's one other one that I wanted to see, and that is ALS. ALS. Okay. Discover. .3D. Sort by rating. I mean, that's kind of cool. You can find a bunch of stuff on here. Discount. Okay. And that's kind of nice. You can easily find some good stuff on here. engine. Samples. MetaHuman. Yeah, I thought about doing MetaHuman too, because, you know, there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do there, but that's too realistic for what I'm going for, and I don't really want to do that. I just don't personally think that it's worth it. Okay, so it says that it's got the game animation sample ready to go now. And now, is it actually loading it up? New project? No, I mean, my projects. What's up with this? Okay. Create project. And then I guess it looks like it already created it, but I don't really see it. I guess maybe I have to try to open it. Alright, let me go ahead and bring this down here for a second. Projects, browse, open, open. Alright, that's right. Alright. Animations, I think, is what I want. Combat Master. Animations for creatures. Sword animation. Interesting. Male locomotion setup. Magic staff. Great sword. Sword and shield. Free animation library. And I feel like that's useful. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up here. I'm gonna see what happens here. We'll hit play. And then see. Game. Whoa. Visual override. Okay. All right. We'll set the FPS 60. I don't know what else. Oh, okay. I see. That's cool. Wow, it's really slow. I mean, I really wish they could optimize it, because I feel like it's being very, very slow. The obstacle force 1. Roll style dark. Cool. Game animation widget. Okay. 1. Set this to 30. Mover C, CMC. Okay. I think we'll do colorful, honestly. Just keep on bringing that up. Okay. I mean, that's cool that it does that. You can tell they spent a lot of time doing that. I don't think this would work very well on a mobile GPU though. So, I mean, it's good to play around and understand things, but I'm trying to optimize this for mobile. I don't think this would work very well. All right, we'll exit this. At least we know. All right, let's see where I want to start at. Let's see. Let's do ALS refactored. That's right. Advanced locomotion system refactored. High quality refactoring of all aspects of the plugin. Go in the repository to projects plugins folder. Recompile your project. Releases. Updated plugin to Unreal Engine 5.6. Rework mantling. Simplified. Replaced explicit time. Bone manipulation, character turn and place no longer nice. Clone the repository to your project's plugins folder. All right. Let's see. I'm just doing. So basically what I'm doing is I don't see a plugins folder. Projects plugins folder. guess I need to make a new. Okay. And I'll save it. Extract it. Yes, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and launch Unreal Engine. Bring it up. Yes. Yes. I might have to switch the editor back to 5.6. Uh-oh. Try rebuilding from source manually. Oh no. That's not cool. Okay. Well, I know that that's not gonna work. Plugins. We'll just delete that. Open that back up and see. Okay. Well, at least we got that started. Yeah, I don't know what to do, though. I mean, besides having this open and, you know, being able to move around in space, I don't really know where to start even. All right. There are like a ton of tutorials on YouTube on how to build this, that, or the other thing inside of Unreal Engine. And it's just like, where to even start? It's like drinking from a fire hose. It's like, where do you even begin to start to learn? You know? I feel like it's overwhelming. It's like there's a lot. There's just a lot. So I'm watching this one tutorial. This guy's talking about this thing called Mixamo. I'm gonna pull it up here on the screen, and this is actually kind of cool because I feel like it'll be a good starter place for getting the characters ready to go. I mean, I want to use my own characters, but at least to get something started, I feel like this is a pretty cool starting spot. Like in the tutorial that I'm watching right now, there's this character here that he's using. I suppose you could use whatever you wanted to use. I mean, I guess for me, it's like a sci-fi aesthetic. I mean, that's at night there. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a cool starting spot for an RPG. I might go with that. Let me take a look here. Paladin with prop. Yeah, I feel like this is probably a good starting spot. Download. Please sign in to download. Okay. I guess this is Adobe. What does this? Adobe Mixamo. Okay. Characters. I don't know where the paladin just went. I had it there, now it went away. There we go. I mean, we need to have FBX. I guess I'll see what he does. Okay. Okay, there we go. So he does. Man, it's a little bit daunting. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I feel like this is quite challenging. You know, there's tons of good courses on there on YouTube that go over so many different things, but it's just finding the right thing is the hardest part. Hmm. Well, I definitely think that for starters, I'm noticing this is like way more challenging than working in Unity. I would say it's really difficult. I think for the rest of this tonight, I'm just gonna switch over to Blender, work on some Blender, and pray about what I want to do here, because I really don't know. I mean, it's just like a fire hose of information, and it's like I don't even know where to start. I mean, I feel like I understand why people make small games first and then make bigger games, because otherwise you're just like, you build on each one, and it's quite a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite a challenge. So maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll switch back to Unity. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna talk to my wife about it, and I'm gonna see, what I want to do here. I'm much more used to Blender, and that's like my cup of tea. So I'll although I'm not an expert, like I'm okay, but like I feel that that's definitely where I'm more comfortable being in. So Unity, Unreal, all this stuff is something that's just a dream for me at this point, and I really want to make it a reality, but it's quite challenging. So I think I'll be right back. I'm going to switch over to Blender and then continue the stream that way. All right, I'm back. Gonna work on my character some more tonight, and yeah, go from there. Wow. I mean, I just say, like, I give mad props to people who are solo developers, because like to try and do anything where you're just building something out from scratch is just absolutely maddening. I won't lie. I won't sugarcoat it. Like, it's pretty tricky. Gotta get my drivers going here for my drawing tablet. Make sure it's set to the correct screen. There we go. Okay. So guess for one thing, let's see if I can get this to work again. Yeah, that's working. That wasn't working last night, so I don't know what I did, but it's working again, so I'm happy about that. That's cool. All right, let's do. I'd like to smooth this out a bit. I'd like to. I kind of want to get because I'm going for a stylized look with my character here, I kind of want to get this blended in a bit. Not supposed to look extremely like lifelike. He should just look I think one other thing that I'm kind of getting messed up on is it's right here. To fix that at the end after the symmetry is all done. That's pretty good. I mean, the jaw really needs some work though. No. See, that's not what I want. Whoa. Nope. That's a little bit better. That's pretty good there. Then we'd want to have the Alright. Gotta figure out how I get that. I guess I'll move on to the neck and the head. Neck and the... Well... Actually... Before I do that... I know that this is going to be an issue. Pretty good on the ears, pretty good on the head. Inverted. Okay. Alright. It's pretty good there like that. I would say I'm pretty happy with how that's looking so far. Alright. Save that. Let me think about what I want to do next. I think probably the neck. Scale that down. No, I know that looks weird, but trust me, it's not as bad as it looks. The reason why is because side. I think it's H. Let's see. Right. Get it up. Squat mode. See if we can do. Right, it's gotta get. Let's go Yep, that's nice and dense. Probably a little too dense, to be honest. Well, that's not. Okay, fine. That looks pretty good as far as neck goes. Gotta get the torso going now. It's about one of the things here. Probably something like that, you know. more accurate. It's probably good. All right. Let's see. Save that. Add in a new object. We'll add in a cube. Should probably start naming these things. Rename this head. Rename this neck. Torso. All right. And let's see. I'd like to get so. Pretty accurate there. Although it's hard to tell. Pretty good starting point for the torso. Apply that. Oh yeah, I gotta get out of this. Apply object. All transforms. It's a pretty good starting point for the torso. And that's probably it for tonight. You don't want to get over this guy. End up a bit. Not bad for a starting point. Not bad. Save. Yep, and yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you to Jesus for letting me do this. All glory and honor be to Jesus Christ. This is the reason why I'm doing this. And I just want to end the stream by saying that. And yeah, I'm very grateful for having the ability to actually do this thing. So I want to thank my Lord and my Maker and my Savior, and be able to do this again tomorrow. I'll come back in fresh. I'm going to go ahead and spend my night praying a bit about what I want to do for the next steps. If I want to do Unity or Unreal, I've got a lot of thought there. I mean, I feel like as far as scale goes, I mean, I just don't think I'm going to be able to make the scale as grandiose as I want, but that's okay. You know, it's the channel is called Just Make the Thing for a reason, and it's going to be slow. It's going to take a while, and it's just about pacing yourself. It's running a marathon and not a sprint. This is going to take me a long time to get this right. So that's it. That's all I have for tonight. See y'all later.